time for one of my most dreaded shines. The red coins in the chucksters. Whee! I don't know if that actually affects the angle of the rocket nozzle, but it feels like it does. Okay, but that was too soon. I've seen people do it, so I assume it gets you some more distance. Man, I just realized there's a lady with a basket on both sides of the Shine Gate. Triple jump into it, Mario. Pianta's in need. No, we're gonna go with my need to be free from suffering from this shine. The bananas. Leave me alone, wind. Jeez, it's just like when I'm sitting outside and the wind starts blowing. It's like, I mean, okay. Sometimes the breeze does feel nice, but it's when it messes with my hair, that's when I'm like, okay, stop it. No, I wanted to turn the camera on. What are you looking at? Okay, well, let me set my bananas down and then talk to someone, because apparently it's illegal to talk to someone while holding bananas. Yep, that's what Gramps likes. Sitting over there? Okay. Looks like a nice spot, I guess. No, get off the wall. Turn around. Oh, wait. Hang on. Since we're here... Oh, maybe I should knock the hive down first. Eat the bees, eat the bees, eat the bees, eat the bees. Okay, don't dive off into death. Stop slipping on the mushroom. There we go. So it's a pretty consistent thing to eat all the bees and get a blue coin. What about the bees on the other side? The hot spring bees. Look at how high Yoshi goes. That's amazing. And he's so happy while doing it, too. I'm gonna get killed doing this one, because it's so close to the ledge. I get away from the bees. I was wondering when I was gonna get stung. And there we go. There's... Excuse me, hiccup. There's another one. So how many do we have here now? 18. And there's a bunch in the next shine. Get out of there. It took half of Yoshi's juice to come over here and do that. Get the fruit. No, not down there! No, Yoshi! I got an email. Steam. Well, I'm down to 4 lives again? Okay. I'm not sure if that's just because I lost a lot on the Chuckster level or what. Can also get rid of Yoshi by doing this, I believe. Maybe. No? I thought soaking your Yoshi gets rid of him faster, but okay. Oh wait, how about this? Oh, it doesn't come through at all. There's a nice jig instead. Okay, bye Yoshi. Hopefully you want bananas again. I'll bring you bananas again. Woo! Spin jump with the bananas. Can call it a banana jump soon enough. Yoshi. Why can't you wall jump? Or do the thing you can do in Odyssey and, you know, use your tongue to stick to walls. Howdy there, son. The entire village is ready for the annual Fluff Festival. It's not for like another 4 shines. Even us old folks are starting to get excited about this. Oh, before I forget, I am not the mayor. If you're looking for him, he was probably in that yellow mushroom. Buy that yellow mushroom. Look at the bananas coupled through the floor like a dingus. Who programmed these bananas? Oh yeah, I wanted to go around killing Pokies, but I didn't do that because I ran out of water. And then I went to get water, and then I forgot about Pokies. Ow! Where did my bananas go? This Pokey made me lose my bananas. And Yoshi still isn't back yet. Come on. You know, weird. Is Yoshi back? He's not back yet. My bananas are gone. This is just great. Oh, center the... Is Yoshi back yet? He's still gone. You know, just get out of here. Start over. I still keep the coins I got. Gate. It's kind of an awkward shot there they do. The Yoshi looking up at the bees, basically. Like, it doesn't really look that deliberate, you know? Ow. Would you get out of here? Worst enemy in the game. That kid sounds so, like, excited and hyperactive and maybe a little bit deranged. What did he want again? Coconut? No, not the pit again! Wait, can I? Oh, you can wall jump with fruit. Sure, you can wall jump with fruit in your hands, but you can't wall jump with Yoshi. Someone teach Yoshi how to wall jump. It's got to get the Edicoons. Or the Choras, whichever are the ones that teach you how to wall jump. Super Metroid. To the village underside! Let's just eat the wind. Just eat the wind. Take that, wind. I just ate you. It's like in Yoshi's Island when you eat Gusty. Whoa. Okay. And there's 2 lives. I can get on the way in there. And I spy a 3rd one. A 4th one. Jeez, can I... It'd be cool if I could grab that with Yoshi's tongue. And I'm not risking the jump. Man, they really knew that this one was something worth putting out extra lives for. Whoa. I did not think I was gonna make that. Get that orange juice generator out of here. And here we go. We still don't get to keep Yoshi. But we keep Flood this time. Here we go. Supposedly this isn't so bad. Twice said this one isn't so bad. I'm a chuckster. I'm a chuckster. There. Homie. I'm a chuckster. Position. Talk to me, hat guy. Oh, great. I got flood. I'll just fly over. Stop being stupid. No. Would you? I'm a chuckster. Higher, higher. I'm chuckster. Higher. Dude! This still gets me. Even though I'm hearing it in time now. It's like a literal slap in the face right before you die. Forget that guy. Forget this guy. Okay. That was a bad spin jump on my part. Take that, chuckster. Maybe this is why Twice said it's not so bad. It's because you get to use Flood to jump over the stuff that you otherwise need to be thrown over. When you spin jump properly. Okay, except for this part, because you don't get the rocket nozzle. Oh no, not at that angle! Oh, I held back too much. It's just like a straight line. Quicker before the time runs out! Oh hey! Yes! Higher, higher! Okay, there's this one. There's one over there. I don't trust that. No! Well, too bad. Uh-oh. I see two more. Where's the last? Oh, it's over there. No, leave me alone, Stews. No! At least I know where they all are now. I thought there was one over the thing, and I didn't see it. That is not a spin jump. There. Hold back, hold back, hold back. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You're probably supposed to get that one second. You're supposed to jump over to where there's the guy on fire and then get on the rope. See, that's what you call pathing. talk to him there. I feel like that guy's the worst guy here. Okay. Yeah, so that one, and then you get on the rope. Because it's easier to get on the rope from here. Whoa. Yeah, I know, right, Mario? Whoa. Okay, get there. And it appears right there, so I can nab it and get out of here. And then I'll come back and look for blue coins, because surely there's blue coins hidden here. My mind just keeps going to just like, don't make a joke about your name. Don't make a joke about your name. It's like I've made like 83 jokes about my name, and the collectible that inspired the name. Oh man, I had 1 life left. Jeez. It's like, I get it. Like, I get it, you get it. Just stop making the joke about... I gotta stop making jokes about my name. Although I suppose I'm like, you know, like how many other people are named Blue Coin? Like, really? Like, how many other people can make that joke? Those kinds of jokes. But I still feel like, you know, they're probably getting old, so I gotta stop making them do other stuff. It's the Dodo Sisters! I forgot Yoshi went in. It was a coconut? I'm gonna go with coconut. No, not in the pit again. Not in the pit of despair. I'm kind of happy Chugga Conroy and Nintendo Capri Sun have been watching Legends of the Hidden Temple. That was my favorite game show growing up. I feel like I've said that already in this series, but I'll repeat it. That's my favorite game show. I always thought it was cool. Probably no small part thanks to Zelda, you know. I think that would be a good game show to bring back, you know. Whoa. No. No. Is that game over? No, I'm on 0 now. You know, something I find interesting about that show is apparently there's like different win stats for the different teams. Like, you would think it would just be completely even, because, you know, it's just a shirt color at the end of the day. But I don't know. I think the psychology of colors plays a part in it. You know, like how if your opponent is blue, you feel a little more calm against them, I guess, or something like that. Pineapple. Or, you know, there's psychology behind like making your allies blue and your enemies red in like shooters and stuff. Because like red is a color that makes you feel more aggressive, supposedly. You know, I'm just gonna slip through here. Whoa! Okay, we're doing good. It's just mushrooms. It's no different than playing like... No, don't make the same mistake again! It's no different than playing like World 1-2, or no, 1-3 of Super Mario Bros. Or any other level in that game that uses that aesthetic. Whoa, I didn't think I was gonna make that. Get out of here, orange juice. And maybe it also has something to do with not the fact that teams weren't just colors, but also an animal. So, you know, if you were a silver snake, you felt like you were maybe smarter than the other team, so it gave you more confidence or something. Still gotta use this guy to go up. I'm a Chuckster! Okay. So I theorize that you can wash these off. Well, okay. That part's true. But do you get anything for it? Apparently not. Ooh, 2 for 1. Kick it. Yeah, 2 for 1 again. Okay, well, at least it's quieter here. Oh, yeah, I was gonna talk to this guy. I was like, what does this guy have to say? Probably, I'm a Chuckster. Now for what should surely be a blue coin. Like, surely. And if you throw me, I'm gonna be mad. And one guy just instantaneously started drowning. You see me, thanks, bundle. Alive. Okay, so then let's check over here. I don't think I can make that with a spin jump, so I'm not going to risk it. You know, they say risk it for the biscuit, but I'm pretty sure there is no biscuit in this scenario, so I'm not gonna risk it. I don't even want a biscuit right now. I had a cookie before I started. Why does he stop at the corners, but not where you need him to stop to get a good throw? I'm a Chuckster! You chucked me the wrong way, you chucklehead! Was not at an angle. I don't care what he says. Let me see if I can get that one with a spin jump. The 1-up. Well, okay, the answer is yes, but not if I do it like that. Or that. There. Does it even really matter that much where this guy stands? I think it's more about where I stand so I don't get thrown too much in an angle to land in the thing. Okay! Yeah, I don't feel like I can make that, but you know what? I'm tired of waiting for stinking Chucksters. Huh, okay. Almost. Maybe if I do a better spin jump. I still stand by, this level isn't so bad, and Twy was right that the red coins aren't so bad. But this level has definitely taken the most lives out of any of my lives. Which I more attribute to the fact that I just don't have practice with it. I don't do this level a lot. Like, I've done it, like, maybe 4 times in my whole life. Counting this. Counting this series. Ow. He's just about... Do me! No! Not at that angle! No! No! You jerk! This is why people hate Chucksters, because they don't aim! They're just, oh, I'm gonna throw you now! It doesn't matter where you're facing, they don't care. If they remake this game, they should totally make Chucksters aim for a target. You know, I should get the live first. Okay. Wasn't sure I was gonna make that. So while I try to get this thing that may not actually be a thing, because the other guy wasn't a thing, he was just a one-up. Excuse me. I'm going to tell you about the dream I had last night. Last night I dreamt that more cut content had been discovered for Ocarina of Time. And one of those things was a scrapped opening to the game, where instead of starting in Kokiri Forest, you woke up in Hyrule Castle. And then I also dreamt that the final boss fight, instead of being 2 phases, was 4. And one of those phases being, instead of going directly from Ganondorf to Beast Ganon, that after you beat Ganondorf, there's a floating head segment where he's like the floating head of Ganon, the Beast. And I forget what the 3rd phase was, but the 4th phase was still like, oh, it's Ganon. But he was gigantic. Like, so big that the fight was supposed to take place, like... No, he's at a wrong angle again! The fight was so big that it's like... You know those, like... I have a hard time trying to explain the setup, because it's like... you're standing at the edge of a cliff, and he is off the cliff. So that you can... So that he's closer to... Like, easier to fit on screen, basically. I also remember thinking about, like, oh, that fight is really scary, man. It was such a scary fight. I don't want to do that fight. And then I was also, like, apparently cheating the game in a way that made me able to leave the final boss fight, like, during it. So there was a time... Apparently, I dreamt that I fought this final boss multiple times, because not only did I know that it had 4 phases, but I also decided on the floating head phase, I was going to be like, yeah, you know what, bye. I'm just going to leave, go back to Hyrule Castle Town. But then he followed me. It's like, that's unusual for... You know what, I'm just gonna let him go. Yeah, Ocarina of Time does not do boss fights in Hyrule Castle Town. But then apparently, when he follows you to Hyrule Castle Town, he also skips the floating head phase and he goes directly into the next phase. Which I think was actually supposed to be like an in-between, like he becomes Beast Ganon, but he becomes like, you know, he's still gigantic, so he's off screen and you fight just the legs. Hey, maybe Mario's gonna have, maybe while Mario's sleeping, he's gonna have a dream about cut Ocarina of Time content. I'm a Chuckster! Everybody hates me! Dude! No, that's too soon. How long have we spent in this? We've spent a half an hour here already. But yeah, apparently people have found the Triforce in Ocarina of Time. I keep seeing videos on my suggested feed like, oh, Triforce %. Speedrunners have finally found the Triforce. It's like, I don't know the people who do those who have done those videos that are showing up in my feed, so I don't feel inclined to click them. But I'm definitely curious. I hope Arlo talks about that at some point, because if it's a significant find, I think Arlo will talk about it eventually on his you know, his Nintendo News Roundup whenever he gets back to doing those. He did one not too long ago, so hopefully he's back. You know, I'm kind of in the mood to play Mario Sluggers. I'm not sure how strong, like, if I'm feeling that strongly enough to dig it up and actually play it. I never did finish the story mode in that, so that's something I could do. Ow! Okay, you're just gonna throw me back, aren't you? Ugh, I want to know what's up. I mean, literally, but also what are these guys' deal? This guy's just gonna throw you straight up, isn't he? Yeah. So this whole time this was nothing. Watch it. And then this guy's gonna throw you back. I'm a trickster! Wow, I'm so surprised that you're a trickster! It's not like every single NPC in this level throws me. I take solace in knowing that I will not have to visit that level again for quite a while. I don't know if I could make that joke considering I said like twice now, like, oh, that level's not so bad. Here we go, Pianta's in need. AKA 7 blue coins and 1 mission. Oh no! I just went away for a bit and now look! I can't believe it! Another fine mess! And it's a doozy! More of a doozy than the entire village being covered in fire goop. Some of the villagers are trapped in that burning ooze. And I just finished evacuating everyone a little while back. When what's happening, I think I may just start crying. I'm sorry to disturb you time after time, but please, could you find the time to help us again? You get 3 minutes. That's the time you have to find to help us again. 10 villagers are trapped in the slime. You must hurry. And they all have blue coins, I'm pretty sure. So if 7 blue coins and 1 level is not this stage's name, then its other name is Shotgun Spray. Thanks, Sweetums. And blue coin get. Whoop, oh, okay, I just bounced over them, okay. Hey! That's what you get for being a chuckster. Landing back on your head. Yeah, give me that coin. I never noticed that this song has the regular village music in it, but sped up. That's kind of funny. Thanks for your help. Oh, no blue coin. Okay, that's fine because you're a kid. You don't have money. I never had an allowance as a kid. I don't expect everyone to. What's that guy looking at? He's looking at the ground, but he's not looking at anything. Don't get the coin. Get out of the... Well, I was at least partially right. There are... I did just get... Or no, because I saved like two kits, so that's 5 so far. Get out, get clean. Get stupefied. Also get down with the sickness. That's the same band as well. Also, if I'm saying a bunch of gets, get coin. Okay, no one down there. No one over here. Shoot. I don't know where they are. I could very well lose here. Excuse me. There's one. Ow! Excuse me. I'll come back. I'll come back for their coin. Because I just get clean. Oh, they're there. There. Done. Done. So that was about 8. I was mostly right. Oh, you see me, takes a bundle. Oh, you can see the little chair he sits on when he's over. He's over on the island. Excuse me. So this guy's probably looking at his kid. Let's go, the mayor waits! Let's go, the mayor. Oh. You better not just say that because I beat the mission. The kid. The kid. The kid. The mayor's waiting. Jeez, sounds so deranged. So I guess we just go back to the mayor. Boy. You save your Pianta village when you're dead. Or as a lord, please take this. You know, I just realized I can name 3 GameCube games that have suspension bridges. Because there's this, there's Wind Waker, and there's Twilight Princess. 3 isn't a lot, but isn't it weird that I can name 3 games that have suspension bridges on the GameCube? And they're all by Nintendo as well. They're mainline Nintendo. They're big series entries. Okay, so what's after that? So that was 6, wasn't it? So now it's Shadow Mario, and then the Fluff Festival, which I don't think I've ever gotten. I might have done it during a race with Twi, though, when I had already lost. That sounds vaguely familiar. Also, how many blue coins am I missing now? 4. Woohoo! Yo, he's leaving a streak. It does kind of look gross. It's like, geez, man, go to the bathroom, get some toilet paper. So it's a shame that this is like the only Shadow Mario fight, you know, quote unquote fight that really is different, because he's leaving a trail of goop and making M's that make ghosts, or you know, the wind ghosts appear. Like, I still stand by it. I still stand by what I was saying, like, earlier in the series, that these would have been a lot less egregious if they were different. But it kind of is just chasing Shadow Mario 6 times. But don't land in it. Or however many levels the game has. There's no Bianco Hills, Rico Harbor, I'll remember this. Gelato Beach, Serena Beach, Pianta Village, Pina Park. Anoki Bay. Okay, so 7. You know, at least if you do them one world at a time, they're spaced out. Not like the polluted piranha plants are at the beginning. You know, assuming you do those right away too. Although those world, you know, one world at a time, is still kind of more like 3 in a row, which is still silly. Because, you know, you got the one to get off the airstrip. There's the one to get into Bianco Hills, and then the first giant in Bianco Hills is a polluted piranha plant, or proto piranha plant, or whatever they call them. Let's see if I could get the glitch to happen. I think it's the log. Yep. Ooh, there we go. Woohoo! I'm underwater now, and I don't have a fishbowl on my head. So now I can go wherever I want, basically. Except not really, because I think the portals are closed. Okay, don't come out of the water. I always liked going underwater when going swimming. Oh, can I? Ah. I don't really do it anymore, though, because it's like, when I do that, I have to get, you know, I gotta dry off. It's just a hassle. And my hair stays wet even after I dry off. Like, I don't like doing that. Ow! Excuse me. If I remember right, getting any shine cancels this out, so I can just go... I can finally clean the shine gate, I guess. There's no rocket nozzle boxes, so I can't go do the fluff festival. I do have to cancel out the flood, the flash liquidizing ultra dowsing device. Hey, look, the police are on the roof too. Let's go talk to the police. Everyone evacuated to their roofs. A good thing too. It makes it sound like they've gone onto the roofs and then the flood happened. Like no one knew the flood was going to happen, and then it happened, and everyone was like, wow, good thing we're all up on the roof. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Oh, sure, that was a spin jump when I tried to do this jump. This game. Oh, there's a toad here, too. What's this you're doing, too? Dumping goop, dumping water, dumping and chunking. Let's make up your mind. The town's flooded. I've never seen so much waterfall. Also, a waterfall. Oh yeah, I was gonna go clean the shine. That's what I'm forgetting. Italy, that one's pineapples, I think. Sure is brighter. Have the shine sprites come back? Yeah, I guess I have. Oh, is the orange juice gone? Wouldn't that be something? But there's no way I'm the only one to think to go swim over there to see if the orange juice generator's gone. Try to get in that shine. The golden bird is sitting on the water. Yeah, the orange juice is still there. Why is there a log over here? There's not normally a log over here. I don't know if the flood makes this easier, but you know what? I'm over here, so I'm gonna do it. Do it, you won't. Where are you going? Why over there? Why not just fly all the way to the Shine Gate while you're at it? At least the flood does kind of make it a little bit easier to get to. So I don't have to platform along the things. I can just swim up and jump up. And then there we go. Shine Gate. If this does not take away the flood, I might as well actually go around and get some shines I can get anyway around Delfino. Because I think that'd be funny. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that's right. I can't get the one for cleaning off the Shine Gate. Because you need the rocket nozzle to get it. Excuse me. Yes, I see. He's leaving, and it's flooded, and I'm dropping in. Excuse me. And then I'm going in here and see if that cancels the flood. Brooklyn's Hotel? Oh, not again! No! Nope. Okay. Alright, I'll play your game. go into Corona Mountain, and I'll leave with a bottle of Corona. But I won't drink it, because I don't drink. I'll give it to someone else. Sploosh. Nice gainer, Mario. It's backwards. You know, that's a backflip while you're moving forward, if you don't know. I mean, I guess he wasn't moving forward, so I guess technically it wasn't a gainer, but... I got an email. Who's that? Oh, you know what? Let's get some blue coins while we're here. Since we're... Arrivederci. Since we would have to back out of the level anyway. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, this one is gonna be the biggest pain because they're not obscure. In fact, they're actually really easy to find. The problem is getting to them because it requires mud boating. I want to say there's only 10 in here, though. It's kind of a shame that the quote-unquote final area of Sunshine is not really an area. It's more like a gauntlet. There's sure to be a coin in this box. I don't know where I got that momentum from. Oh, another one up. Okay, cool. Oh, right, I need water. Good job. Good job. At least I'm starting to figure out the platforms, you know. Figuring out how fast I can go. Because Twice able to do this level pretty quickly, and I remember seeing him do it and go like, wow, playing risky. Whoa, kind of like that. Okay. Fish died, I guess. You know, that platform would still be hot. Just because you put out the fire doesn't mean it's not still hot. It also does 3 points of damage. Dang. That's excessive. They really just want you to die to the fire. I don't want to keep doing this level. But I do want to get those blue coins out of the way. So once I get the last of the ones, you know, around, the Pianta Village ones, the Delfino Plaza ones, then I could just go turn them all in and not have to worry about finding more stuff. I mean, I do just have the blue coins and the Fluff Festival to do at this point, so... Definitely not going to bank on this being the last stream. But we'll see how much we can get done tonight. And then at least try to make next stream be the last one. Okay, are there any over here? No. Dude! There's no hope when your boat dies. Man, there's no hope when your boat dies. As like, I like the sound of that as a title, but I am definitely hesitant to put the word dies in a title. Because I don't want YouTube's algorithm be like, oh man, he's talking about death. You gotta flag it. You know, limit the search results. Because I know the algorithm. Was my tongue swollen or something? I know the algorithm can be really stupid like that. Just like the platforms not being put out. If I were keeping a death count, this would be where... I mean, you know, Chuckster was already where it was getting high. But, you know, just in general, tonight is where we'll be getting its highest. Jeez. The horror. Yeah, I imagine getting impaled by spikes would be pretty horrific. And I say it like that to make sure you don't think I accidentally, you know, make sure you don't confuse horrific for terrific. I mean, if it's terror as in terror, then yeah, terrorific. Terrorific. It just reminds me of how awful used to mean full of awe, as in awe-inspiring. And then somewhere along the lines, its meaning got flipped. And I have no idea how. You know, it's not like Nimrod, where apparently Nimrod was actually, like, pretty smart. But then Bugs Bunny started using it ironically, and then it just stuck as an insult for someone who's stupid. Yeah, words are weird, because, like, geek used to mean, like, a circus freak. And then at some point, they start using it for, like, a nerd. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna wait for that. Nerd might have also been, like, geek, you know, it's meant to mean, like, someone who's a freak. Which, you know, when you put it that way, it's like, wow. Nerd and, like, you think, maybe nowadays, you think of nerd and geek as being, like, light insults. Like, I definitely use nerd as, like, a non-insult. But when you put it that way, like, calling someone a freak just because they're smart, or because they have certain interests, like, that's really bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna get past these, I think. So would it be so bad if there were a checkpoint before, you know, at the start of the boat segment? This game does not have checkpoints. Since when has 3D Mario had checkpoints? Aside from the don't say 3D World, that hasn't existed yet. It didn't exist when this came out. They didn't know. Okay, I'm coming towards a wall. I almost wonder if you could, like, stay towards the middle of your boat. No. No, 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 no. Wrong way, boat. King of Red Lions, you are not. Don't go away, Flood. We're not even close to done yet. Don't go that way. Alright, here come the blue coins. This better be all of them. Oh, don't change nozzles yet. You know, I like the word... Well, I guess it's not necessarily geek, but I feel like geek has definitely become less of an insult on its own. Because geek can imply, like, just having a passion for a certain subject, which is a good thing. It's like otaku in Japanese, which I think literally just means, like, someone who is enthusiastic about something. Like, it doesn't just mean you're just flat out a nerd, it just means you're just, like, particularly knowledgeable on a subject. Like, I remember when Gaijin Guma was explaining that word, he used, like, train otaku. I feel like I'm saying that weird. You know, otaku. I don't want to say it like otaku, because then it's like pretty sure that pronunciation's not right. But then again, I'm not necessarily a language otaku. I think I put too much emphasis on the ku, I don't know. But you know what I mean. Isn't there one? Yeah, there's one over there. I'm very carefully reversing my boat to try to go get it. Just gotta be patient, just like Basay said. Basay did say, be patient, be careful, go slow, don't rush. Excuse me. Squid. Stop gargling, throat. It is really funny how much the lava just looks rushed, because it just looks like it's using the same water effects. It's using the exact same effects as water. They didn't even try to make it look more goopy. It's like, nope. Apparently lava is as thin as water. You know, if it wasn't molting hot, you would just go swimming. Which makes me think of all those fictional races that can go swimming in lava, which I actually aren't really coming to mind at the moment. I think I want to say Gorons can do that. Okay, how many is that? 7. Turn around. It's actually kind of bringing me in like a bit of a circle, so that's cool. It's kind of what I need to get this one. There we go. Okay, did I miss one back over there? I think I might have. What do you think this place was like before Bowser got here? Do you think this was still a tourist attraction of any kind? Or do you think this was the part of the mountain, you know, the part of the island where the people are just like, no, don't go there. It's just lava. Because, you know, part of me wants to be like, yeah, no one would be crazy enough to make a volcano a tourist attraction. It's too hot, too dangerous. But then another part of me knows, like, no, volcano tours are a thing. Oh, wait, there's one. Which will hopefully be the last. I'm just gonna operate on the assumption that there's only 10 in here, because where would you hide 20 more blue coins? They couldn't even hide these 10. They're all scattered around this central area. That's not exactly hidden. I am kind of tempted to just jump for it, but I don't want to miss. So I'm going to use the boat. Don't be a dolt. Use the boat. I didn't really rhyme, but it doesn't matter because I'm done here. Bye! And I think I can just turn around and walk out. just like the final boss fight in Ocarina of Time in my dreams. Like, yeah, I'm done with this, bye! Oh. Okay, you're gonna hit exit area. I'm going back to the Hyrule Castle town. Oh no, Ganon followed me! Oh no, he's a floating head! It's progressing past the floating head stage. No, everything's fine. Jeez, Mario, slow down. Scare the birds! I wanted to spray them to get coins, because I need coins. Or I think, oh no, 100 coin shines! I just remembered. I don't want to do those. Those are so stupid. Those are worse than blue coins. I will say that. That is my stance. I will die on that hill. Because at least I could find 20, like, consistently find at least 25 blue coins in every level on my own. But figuring out which shine you can get 100 coins in, that's stupid. No one likes that. Not even me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go clean off that bell. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the rocket nozzle. I almost said rocket launcher there, and that made me think, like, what if they did that? What if they made, what if they made Sunshine 2, and they had, they brought back Flood, and they gave him, like, a launcher nozzle that let you stick something in it and then launch it? Which I guess is basically the squirt nozzle, like you do with the pigs that latch onto your nozzle, but it would be cool to have, like, a dedicated cannon nozzle that could shoot different fruit. And that maybe the fruit have their own different arcs, just like they do, like they have different throwing arcs in this game. Just clean off already, Belle. Jeez. And maybe you could use it for launching other things, like Yoshi eggs. I don't know. Something. Maybe, like, when there's nothing in it, it just lets out a shotgun spray. Which would, it would make the shotgun spray less of a, a technique that's, for advanced players and more of just, more just something you have. But I don't know, it would make it different. Nintendo's all about making things different. Dude! Gotcha. Oh, I thought it was going to do the little intro, and then it didn't, and I was thrown off. Okay, how about we go in the sewer and look for blue... No, no, I keep forgetting the Fluff Festival, so let's go finish off Pianta Village, and then we'll do Delfino Plaza stuff. But I still got to figure out where those last 3 blue coins are in the village. Whee! Ow. I feel confident betting that if I don't see the blue coins in, getting these red coins in the Fluff Festival, that they're sure to be in the underside. Somewhere in the underside. Oh, look, it's a party. It's like it's the end of the game when the credits are rolling, except the credits aren't rolling. Oh yeah, isn't there an M under there? Hang on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no! I'm dead already! Yeah, I saw an M, so there's one of them. So yeah, the red coins do require you to get under the village. Which I forgot I pointed that out last time. So I will repeat it. So I'm sure to see... If there are more blue coins down there, I'm sure to see them. Yeah, it's the Doot Doot Sisters! Everyone's watching the Doot Doot Sisters! Oh yeah, didn't I say, like, there's gonna be, like, one more M back here? Apparently not. I feel like maybe there's some kind of secret with these mushrooms. Like those 2 in particular that I landed on. Yeah, I didn't realize how funny the sound is when you land on these mushrooms and walk around. That's some good sound design. Because, walking on mushrooms is a weird concept, so it might as well sound weird, too. Okay, so there's that one over there. We'll always start with those because they're the most dangerous. I assume there's more. Okay, there's the M. But there might be another M, which is not the name of a Metroid game because that is other M. There is no, you know, AN. There's an orange juice generator again. Isn't that weird? I don't know if I'm not seeing more because there aren't more, or because I'm not in position. So I'll keep looking around. I've only got one red coin, so I shouldn't be afraid to die. And it's looking like the answer is no. There are not more M's, and there are not more coins. I could have sworn there were at least 2 red coins down here. But they're not on the mushrooms. And they don't appear to be on the... what do you even want to call this climbing stuff? I keep... you know, I'm inclined to call it fence, but it doesn't really make sense to call the ground fence. Okay. I feel confident in saying that I have checked this whole underside out. And if there ends up being more down here and I end up being wrong, then I'll just look really silly. I think there might be a red coin in one of the pits, which is itself the pits. What are you gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go over to... I was gonna make that mistake again, where I was gonna go over to that, climb up on the other side, and get to that. You can't get there from that. So I'll just take the mushroom out. I don't know why, but I was just thinking about Punch-Out. Like how, like the original, like NES Punch-Out. And how there's numbers you can put in to get to specific fighters. And for one thing, it's like, how are you supposed to know those? Is that a red... oh, there's a red coin over there. Like, I think it's kind of dumb that the game does not tell you them. I guess there's supposed to be something that's put in there to give you, like, Nintendo power. Or, like, you know, you just try it out with trial and error, and then when you find one, like, you tell your friends. You know, one of those I was gonna say playground secrets, not necessarily a secret, I guess, but, you know, one of those things. Schoolyard, that's what I wanted to say, not playground. It makes it sound less childish. But, you know, still has the connotation of school. Can you check up on that platform? For anything at all? There's sure to be at least one blue coin on the clouds. Like, there's no way. There's no way there's not. Yeah, I think it's interesting that there's... like... I don't know about maybe Super Punch or Punch-Out on the Wii, but Super Punch-Out does not have any way of, like... although, I don't know, maybe Time Attack lets you get to fighters you fought before, even if you haven't beaten their tournament. But... like, it just crossed my mind of, like, oh yeah, like... you can put in a code to fight Mike Tyson, which is great because Mike Tyson is a really hard fight, so it's good to be able to just skip right back to him. Oh man, I gotta walk over all the way over to the... oh, there's a red coin growing on the fruit tree. Yeah, there's a code you can put in to skip right to Mike Tyson, but I don't know for sure that there's one for every fighter. And there should be. Also, I think there's a red coin down there. And if Super Punch-Out doesn't let you... you know, if every Punch-Out game does not have some way of at least practicing a fight you've gotten to, you know, maybe not necessarily be the official way, like... I forget what I was trying to say there. It's like, official what? Official way to what? You know, a way to practice them without having to do the whole tournament again. Like, they should have that. Every game should have that. Because, you know, for me, I did save states. I would save state at the start of every fight. And if they had codes to put in, it would basically be the exact same thing. Excuse me. So now, you know, now I don't feel as bad for doing that in NES Punch-Out as well. Especially because I did get to the point where I could beat at least the first two, I want to say. You know, legitimately. Oh, there's a red coin. Yeah, I think I did the first two or three cups legitimately. I definitely have not beaten Mike Tyson at all, I can tell you that much. I don't think I've even gotten past Super Macho Man. I hate that guy. Oh, isn't there a red coin by the bees? Check the pit again. And, you know, I don't think it's, like, necessarily wrong of me to have used save states to beat the game. Like, I've still beaten the fighters legitimately. So, all I did was save myself the hassle of having to re-fight guys I've already beaten. But their hive came back. Okay, so maybe this is why I was thinking there were two in the underside, because these are the two you would want to get first. Get this one, and then you get the one in the underside, because those are the ones where you risk falling and dying and losing all the other coins you got. There's another one. And I think the last one's up on the tree, so we got them all. Oh, there's Bluebird! Get back down here! Man, he's high up there. What? That fluff like teleported back up. Like he came down low. And then he teleported high. Hey, what are you doing up here? There were no green mushrooms up there either. Not a one. All I saw was a red coin. Well, at least it wasn't a blue one. Because if I were already up there, that would be freaky. See what I was saying about making the joke? It's too easy. Okay, there's the rocket nozzle. Which I think is funny that getting the rocket nozzle does not even make it easier to get up here. It just makes it possible to begin with. No! See? Boom. But it does make it easier to get back up. So that's good. It's kind of like a checkpoint. Ow. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, I've also never played Punch-Out on the Wii, which I need to get to. I think I got a ROM for it. So yeah, I should do that sometime. I don't know if it's easy enough for me to say, oh yeah, I'll stream it, because it won't take me all night to be one fighter. But I could. Get up there, get up there, get up there! There. Is that so hard? And then there's a red coin, not here. Not there. There. Birdman, get in here. Have a seat. Not there. There. Yeah, you better not fall all the way back down. Now the hard part. Would it be fair for me to save state here? Maybe. Do I feel like cheating myself out of what would feel like, would otherwise feel like a legitimate victory? No. Okay, so all you gotta do is watch for the shadow. Watch for the shadows of the monsters that hang from the ceiling. No, not that way! This is why I've never gotten this one before. Okay, no, I'm still fairly confident I got one at least once while racing Twi. Well, after the fact. In that after, the after period of a race where it's like, well, it's done, but I don't want it to be done. How about we just keep doing more stuff? Okay, so I'll get the hard ones first. Underside, bees, and then whatever. I didn't get the bluebird! I just... Aw. I mean, it's not like I missed my opportunity. It's just like, no, I just forgot. Flew up high, and I was like... I got distracted. I was talking about Punch-Out. They really need to make another Punch-Out. I'm sure you don't need me to say that. My throat is so scratchy. Well, not scratchy, but you can tell I'm like... I'm not saying words right. So if the bluebird is one of them, then where is the last blue coin? It's bound to be, if it's not on a cloud, like I keep saying it probably is, then it's bound to be in a place where I was like, yeah, I got that, and then I did not. It's bound to be somewhere where I thought I checked it. Like this sign. Open! Refresh your body, whatever you do. Might as well get this easy one that's over here in the grass. On my way there. So, it's not much hassle wasted if the bees kill me. Did I check up this tree? Pretty sure I did, because then I spin jumped to the top of the big tree. Sting me, bee! Sting me, bee! Okay. I use the invincibility to run, grab it. Okay. See, I'm smart. I'm using my tactics. See, I took my Final Fantasy tic-tacs. Man, that just brings me back. Brings my train of thought around to Project Triangle Strategy. It's like, geez, I cannot believe they did that again with the names. We're like, we're just gonna call it Project Triangle Strategy, and then when it's time to come up with a new title, they're like, you know what, we liked Triangle Strategy really grew on us. People know the game as Triangle Strategy now, so we're just gonna call it Triangle Strategy. Like, I'll let Octopath Traveler slide. Because that sounds like a game. It sounds like a finished project. Octopath Traveler. And it is about 8 different paths that your travelers octo on. But Triangle Strategy, that's so obviously a placeholder name that it's just... frankly, it's disgusting. To me, it just shows Square Enix's pretentiousness that maybe no one else agrees with, but I certainly feel like they're a pretentious company. Oh yeah, one of the coins is up a tree. Yeah, it's over there. I almost feel like I don't have to climb the tree to get it, but I will. Oh no, I'm out of water. I'm also running out of water in my water bottle. But it's a good thing I ran out of water, because now I'm remembering that there's one at the bottom of the hot spring. So I'll go get that one. See, it's pathing. I'm smart. And now we just climb the tree. Get the rocket nozzle, spray the bluebird. Wherever it's at. Probably up at the tree. That wasn't a spin jump, Mario. So I think it was actually here where the bluebird landed. He's not up here now, so... Oh, there he is! Get him! I basically got infinite water over here, bluebird. It's the nozzle box. Where'd he go? Is he up or down? Well, I hear chirping above me, so let's assume that it's above me. There he is. No. Woohoo! No. Did I make a cloud bigger? Is there something on that cloud? Is this an... It's an easier way up the tree. Someone rang the doorbell. That's kind of scary because it's like it's almost 9 o'clock. Like who's ringing the doorbell at 9 o'clock? Get over here, bluebird. Gotcha. There. Sim, continue. That's not the charge the rocket nozzle button. Ow. Okay. I just can't stop thinking about who could possibly be at the door at 9 o'clock p.m. Also, that last blue coin. I still gotta find that. Maybe it's another bluebird. Wouldn't that be wild? So I think the blue coin that was up here was up at the end of this one, which is why there's that trail of coins there. Okay, so there's a red coin. Oh, I thought I saw it, but no, it was just the little blip of ocean, little blip of blue as I spun the camera and clipped off the ocean. Okay, I think I could say it's not at the top of the tree. So I'll get the fluff, the fluff festival shine, if I can. And then I'll go back down and keep looking. It could also be over here. I have a pretty good feeling that it's over there by that oddly placed hover nozzle box. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around so that when I jump off, when it gets over here, that I land on a cloud. Maybe not the shine cloud, but I'll land on a cloud. Okay. No? It's not over here? Okay, well, at least I can get this. And stop worrying about the staying shine. Gotta think of some obscure things I could possibly do. Something I could spray. Back in we go. Through what reminds me of like Play-Doh when you like mix a bunch of colors together and then you mix it up. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Because, you know, eventually it just becomes this weird color. But, you know, for the time being, you know, before you mix it up too much, it is kind of like a splotch of other colors. It's gotta be around here, in the grass somewhere. Or below a tree. Okay, it's not in this. Why do I feel like the swing has something to do with it? But, like, blue coins don't pop out of things just for swinging on them. Excuse me. That does remind me of something, though, where it's like a game that does a good job of encouraging you to interact with random objects because it can give you little things, which I think is just Mario Odyssey with the moons of like you never know where a moon is gonna be, so sometimes you're just messing with something and it's like, oh, a moon came out, oh cool. But I don't think that's the game I'm thinking of. Oh, maybe it's one of these. I swear there's one with the fire pit where it's like you wouldn't think that would give you a blue coin, but you spray it and it gets you one. It still feels like there's something with these swings. Why would they have a swing that you can jump to from another swing that gives you nothing? I ground pounded the nose. Spray the nose. Spray the hand. Other hand. Maybe give him a high five. In a box. With a fox. On a plane. On a train. Okay, I knew that was gonna happen. I'll check up the tree again. Man, it is so weird seeing like the top of the dolphin of the island. Like, it looks like there's something over there. Like there's a blue button over there. Like I found the blue switch palace that no one ever found or something. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I got this. I will check. Just spray it. Ground pound it. And then this is kind of just another way to get up the tree. To get the biggest tree. Oh yeah, you can kind of just go up the gold mushroom to get to the clouds. Kind of looked like there was another cloud up there that I might have missed. Ow. Let's keep looking for fire pits. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no. Yeah, that's nothing. maybe that's it? You gotta ground pound one of them? Spray a mushroom. Spray down here, which is normally wet anyway. Jeez, I'm running out of water again. Ugh. Maybe there's another bluebird. A lot of these shadows are fluff. They're literally fluff. So it's hard to tell which one could possibly be a bird. Are you blue coin? Are you blue coin? Maybe one of these. I know one's a red coin. Might as well grab the red coin to heal. Maybe the pothole. Okay, here's a crazy thought. What if I ground pound that with a super ground pound, you know? Like one of those rocket nozzle ground pounds. I mean, let me check over here again. So I'm pretty sure I got this one by accident. Let's double check. Okay, rocket nozzle acquired. Yep, center yourself, Mario. Okay. Nothing. Okay, it's gotta be an earlier level then. Okay, I'm up here now. I was hoping to get up here, but I didn't think it would work. Especially not so abruptly. I'm far away from far away enough from the village to hear the regular village music. I almost feel like I might have missed something in the Piantas in Need. I almost feel like it's like one of those you have to put out one of the fires and then ground pound it. I think I've already ground pounded all the fire pits though. There's got to be something to do with the fire pit. I'll look it up. Hang on. There's the first M, there's the M under the village, there's the M on the thing. M on that other wall. One on the tree. Hidden in tall grass. There's no way I didn't get that one. That'd be so stupid. End of the stream. End of the small bridge. The two triangles. Very top of a tree located next to the hot spring. Yeah, I've been up that tree. Spray the thing. Spray the moon. Grandpa the nose. Spraying the signpost during the day. I knew it. Well, okay, I kept saying like, oh, it's a fire pit. It's gotta be the fire pit. It's always spraying something you don't expect to spray. But yeah, this is one I could definitely see accidentally finding, just be, goofing around with the game. Just like, hey, what's the sign say? Hot spring open. Oh, open this. Blah! And then and then the coin pops out. So I'm not too mad about that one. If I just had more of a sense of humor, I would have found it. Okay. Wait, hang on. So that is not the last one. Oh, there's butterflies in the Yoshi mission. Okay, we'll get that and then I'll take a break. And then we'll do Village, Delfino Plaza Shines. Ow. Or maybe we'll start looking at which missions we can get. Maybe we'll start looking at which missions we can get 100 coins in. Papaya. Ow. Wait, hang on, go back. Oh, the sign's not here at all. Oh, I wanted to see what it said at night. See, if it was sprayed at night when the sign says closed, that to me would make more sense. Because again, it would have listed the response of like, oh, the hot spring closed. Close this. Blah. Give me the papaya. You wanna go eat some butterflies, Yoshi? I feel like Yoshi's a character who's always up for eating, but he's not characterized as like he loves to eat, and that being his only characterization, you know? Too bad you can't aim the tongue like that. And there we go. Let's go home, Yoshi. Let's go home. Oh, you can't pause in there. Well, I'm gonna go on a break now. Maybe next time be a smart guy. Put your headphones. Make sure your headphones are comfortable before you unmute yourself. We're back. Oh no! Don't go back into Pianta. Okay, fine. I guess this is the first 100 coin shine we're doing. But I don't know what mission we're gonna do it in. Okay, it seems like the wiki does not say anything about it. So I'll just Google 100 coin shine guide. So Super Mario Sunshine Wahoo 100 coin guide. Okay, well, that's be Uncle Hales. Okay, Pianta Village 100 coin shine. Episode 5 for best results. Okay. So I guess I didn't have to exit the level at all to begin with, in the first place. Yoshi, he wants bananas. Ow. I do kind of want to do Super Mario 64 after this, but I'm also kind of in the mood for Crash Bandicoot. This is a deranged child. So I'm really not sure what I want to do next. I feel like Super Mario 64 is kind of like, because I haven't played that one either, like all the way through. I have not played it myself all the way through. So I feel like that's one that I kind of have to save for a special occasion, you know? Like at the very least, I want to at least have a co-com that would be on like forever stream. Especially because that's a game that's been done to death, so it's like, you know, need a little more to make it a little more special, you know. Okay, need little bees. Get the coins and then eat the bees. Get the coins and eat bees. Get the coins and eat bees. Get the coins and eat bees. You follow me over here, bees? Ow, okay. No, get the coins! No! No! What are you paying for double P? No! Okay. I'm out of lives now. Mario didn't even have anything to say when he got kicked out. Bees. Really is just like the Wicker Man. Yeah, I've been trying to play, at least like maybe. It feels crazy to say it was about a year ago, but maybe it was about a year ago. I tried to play through Crash Bandicoot myself. And I got maybe halfway through, and then I'm like, I'm kind of tired of how hard this is. But I don't know, maybe I'll do stream. What do you want, bananas again? I already forgot. Let's just think about Crash Bandicoot. Pew! I guess Spyro is another option of something I could be doing. That one I feel like I got mostly through. I just couldn't 100% the like the flying stages. Oh, the last bead gives you nothing because it used to be a blue coin. Now it's not. They're called blue coins, not 2 coins. Even though they used to be worth 5. In Super Mario 64. And then in Sunshine, they're worth like 1/10 of a shine. And then in basically every other appearance, they're just coins that appear when you hit a P-switch that are just worth 1. It's like the opposite of inflation. Probably. I don't really know how inflation works. Don't miss the coins! Wow, that's like 40 coins. Thanks, Yoshi. Get off, Yoshi. Let's open crates for coins. Nothing. Really? Okay. Hit the nose again. Hit the lever! What? Is it? There. Got one up. That's nice. Let's get back on Yoshi. No reason to, but also no reason not to. So what are some other coins we can get here? Blah, 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 blah. Why did none of these crates have coins? Oh yeah, Yoshi could ground pound. I don't need to keep getting off of Yoshi to ground pound. Woohoo! Wow! So impressed. Ow. Woohoo! This crate is hovering. Hey, this crate is hovering. Pretty sure. The rest are on the underside, aren't they? Oh, well, I guess Yoshi's gonna find out. You know what? I'm glad we're doing this one first. By reason of me just accidentally going here first. Get the hardest one out of the way first. Pew! Ow. Ouch. Dude. There. Straight from the pokey. Woohoo! I won! I gotta be more careful with my pokey kicks. There. Any more pokies? Pokey is kind of wrong when you think about it. That's 2 inappropriate references you could be making with that. It says 3 more. 1! What is it, just an inconsistent amount? You know, honestly, I'm not sure if I would prefer to have Yoshi down here or not. Go away, Wind. You're so stupid in this level. Ow. It's like that. The wind only shows up on the bridge and nowhere else, even though the entire village is high up. Okay, grab the ones around the mushroom. Bloop, 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 bloop. There's 6 more over here. That's 80. That's nice. Oh, I thought I slid off. Okay, I need 8 more. There's 5 over there. I don't like this. Five. And then the rest are over there. At least I don't have to do any hanging, you know? Hanging off of the fence, as I keep calling it. And then it goes onto the hand of the hot spring. Okay. Really, how are you supposed to get those 1-ups that are on the side of the tree? Like, I mean, maybe you could wall jump it, but it does not look safe at all. Whew, okay. Walk across the bridge, and don't somehow die. Aha, you can't get me! Whew, I'm safe. I'm safe. As long as I don't do something extremely stupid or something extremely unlucky happens, like one of those, like, what do they call it? Like that thing that happened to that one Super Mario 64 speedrunner where he just randomly glitched, like, to the top of TikTok clock. Yeah, let's not have that happen right now. There, okay. One of the most uncomfortable 100 shine coins to get. Thankfully, there's not one in Corona Mountain, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let's go in order now, because that would make sense. So Bianco Hills. I think it said mission 3. I know I read it out, so if you're watching, you probably remember. Ow. Episode 3, Hillside Cave Secret. Yes, I say that the Hillside Cave is indeed a secret. No Yoshi here. What is this? What does the sign say? Rico Harbor Peanut Park. You say that like I have a choice to walk to either. I do not. Especially Peanut Park. You cannot get there on foot. Which reminds me of a Whose Line Is It Anyway bit where they're doing like funny road signs. One of them I don't think I'll ever forget this one. It's welcome to Hawaii. How'd you get here in a car? Which I suppose out of context it doesn't sound as funny. You know, without actually seeing the whole bit. But I always found it really funny. It's like, yeah, that's a good one. How would you see a road sign driving into Hawaii? You can't drive into Hawaii. Now, turn the camera around. What are you angry about? Some awful goop fell out of the sky a while ago. It was nasty. That's all I have to say. I'm going to continue being angry. Okay, kill the... Wait, no, you're supposed to kill the Pokies by running into the walls. Get these coins. Okay, line it up. And there. Yep, 3 coins. Found them, guys. See, that's the thing I don't like about trying to get 100 coins. Is those instances where it's like, oh, if you do it this way, you only get 1 coin. So you have to do it this way, so you get 3. Like, that's why I'm more inclined to look up which mission is the easiest to get 100 coins in. So then I can know those things ahead of time. I mean, this is one I'm pretty sure I'm just remembering. I'm like watching other people do it. Excuse me. Get into the wall pokey. That's not really a pokey, but it's still technically a pokey because they can lose segments. But, you know, it feels like having just the head feels like it's an entirely different creature. When it starts as just the head, like that's not a pokey. That's a poke. Green butterflies. Hey, you wanna throw me? Oh, she she starts shouting when she sees you, and then she goes back to walking. Hey, don't you have anything else to do? Then go do it. I better talk to this specific guy right here. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of weird creatures around here. Oh, so the Pokies are not natural inhabitants? Well, I think that just further explains that all the weird creatures in this are just hand-waved as like, oh yeah, they're weird because they're just paint creatures. They're not the actual ones you know. They're not the usual Pokies you're poking around with. There's probably coins up here, right? Ow. Well, I'm kind of liking this so far, and it was basically just exploring. Like when I was looking for the blue coins. Except I'm looking for yellow ones. I had 100 of them. A couple of 100 of them. Can I spin this from here? It kind of sounds like I am. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, I slipped off the roof and fell and got hurt. It's just like real life, except I took HP damage instead of breaking my legs. Ow. You know, I've actually tried to like imagine what an HP system would be like if it were real life, or at least like, you know, part of a natural, you know, part of a world, not necessarily the real world. I mean, I say that like it's a particularly unique thing. It's like, no, it's just it works like you'd expect, basically. Okay, I'm not getting that coin. I hope I don't need it. Yeah, it works like you would expect. Like, you know, you get hurt, you know, you get hurt in any way, you lose HP, and then you can recover it by, like, sleeping and eating and relaxing. I need more water. Which, coincidentally, you know, on topic, would be a way to restore HP if you just drink a little bit of water. Hello, Pokey. Ow. Oh, he's spewing a little bit of pollen. That's a fun effect. Oh, I need to hit you against the wall. Into the wall with you. Go. 3 coins, yeah. I forget the exact details of how I worked out how the HP would work. Like, you can also lose it from being sick. And I think, if I'm remembering right, the way I made it work as like how exactly it protects you, like how you die when you run out of it, is it's like a kind of magic shield that protects your body from harm to an extent. And it's also kind of like a... Oh, I should have been up in the tree first. I'm not getting that coin either. I hate these trees. So also, like since it's a shield of sorts, you know, it's dependent on the size of your body, basically. So that's why smaller creatures would have less HP. Which would also mean if you were to lose a limb... Ow, stop. If you were to lose a limb, your maximum HP would go down. But that also stands to reason that it goes up as you age. You know, to a certain point. Stop slipping. Don't get the coin. Stop missing out on coins. There. And with it also being already inherently magical, that's how you can restore it with healing spells, is because it's already magical. So, you know, spending mana to cast a healing spell will basically be converting that mana back into you know, basically into a magic shield. Which, now that I think about it, it does kind of make, like, magic shield type spells a little weird, because they would basically just be HP, except as something that's separate from your body. Like, it's not really that weird. But it is like, you know, you already have a shield, so it's kind of more like an over shield. Which is a concept I do like. Okay. I wasn't sure if that would have anything new, because I know that was a blue coin before. Oh, there's a coin at the top of the tree. I'm pretty sure you give stuff if I spray you. Oh, there's two of them. And then you could also, like, do the opposite of a healing spell and convert your HP, you know, magic shield into mana. Ooh, a little bit more water. Nice. Good hit detection. But it's like, what else is it supposed to do, you know? It's like it detected a wall, so it did the wall effect. Like, I can't be mad. Not even a 1-up. Get in the wall. There. Man, these things are so weird. Alright, spray the poopy bird. Spray the poopy bird. Nope. 2 coins. Got them both. Spray the poopy bird. Spray the poopy bird. Give me 2 more. Ow. 2 more coins, please. If I hadn't missed those coins I would have the shine by now. I'm sure that's not it. I'm sure there's more from the poopy bird. The other poopy bird. There's a popper guy up there. There might be a second one. It is poopy bird. Jump 2 coins! Yeah. And it's over there. Oh, I wanted a bonus. I wanted to look at my 5 lives. Okay. Just wondering how many lives I'm getting from passing 50 coins. I don't know if you get a live at 100 coins too. Probably not, because that's supposed to be where you get the shine. And there we go. I also realized I don't think I ever got the secret shine in Pianta Village. The one for spraying the sun. So I guess it's back to the Red Coin Fluff Festival again. I mean, let me check my totals to double check. Yeah, I only got the one. I thought it said I had 34 blue coins. Like, that's not right. You can't have 34. The flood caused by a recent record-breaking rains has receded, and the water level is back to normal. The galaxy is at peace. The Shrine Gate has also opened. Opened to what? Like, is that the Shrine Gate? Like, there, the entrance to Corona Mountain? Because it stands to reason that that is the Shrine Gate. Oh, okay. You know, I can't even remember what got me thinking about HP. Oh, I guess it was when I made that joke about falling off the roof. Not breaking my legs. Which, it's funny, because, you know, if even under the system that I was just talking about, where it's like, oh, HP is just a shield that protects you from bodily harm. No, you would still break your legs if you fell off the roof. Which also, like, breaking a bone, yeah, that would be a lot of HP of damage. So that would hurt. It would still hurt. You know, the idea I had for HP doesn't mean you don't get hurt when you you know, get hit by something. It just means that there's a representation of it. No, get spin jump, spin jump. Almost there to the rocket nozzle. Alright, and then I'll take the mushroom up. Excuse me. Man, I just really like that these clouds are here. Like, I've never really thought of there being another way up the tree. And the way I know of is pretty tedious. One could even say it's treatious. There. Now we're done here. Man, it's 9:41 now. It's like, well, we're past 2 hours now. Dang. I don't really want to do another 100 coin shine. So let's do one of the miscellaneous shines that's around the Finger Plaza. Ow. I fell off a roof, took HP. Ow. Didn't break my legs though. Yahoo. Did I get this one? Ow. Yeah, that looks... Yeah, that's blue. Dabba dee dabu die. Can I go to the airstrip? Should I take you out to the airstrip? It's only 10 coins. I don't have 10 coins. You know, never mind the fact that I just had 100 a minute ago. So we're gonna go over to the police station and go do police station stuff. We're gonna go play Lego City Undercover. Which, you know, I've heard, like, raving reviews of that game when it came out. And then I finally played it myself, like, earlier this year, and it's like, it's good. I liked it. I don't know that I'd rave about it. But it was good. I think my main complaint is that it had combat, but it wasn't really combat. It was more just like, you knock the guy over and then you arrest him. You know, you slap cuffs on him. Oh no, too soon, I'm gonna die! Too late! Overshot it. Okay. So yeah, I just kind of wish that the combat was more like the combat in other LEGO games, where you're actually beating up a guy until he, you know, blows up into parts. But I get that it was supposed to be like more of a realistic game. You know, for as realistic as LEGO can get. you know, while still being lighthearted and stuff. But to me, it just wasn't satisfying because there was only like 2 enemy types. There was ones that basically ones that more or less instantly died, quote unquote died, when you knocked them down and cuffed them. And then there were dudes that were harder to knock down, which really just made you have to mash the button to knock them down. You know, you had to grab them and then mash the button to overpower them, and then you throw them on the ground, and then you get to cuff them. So I found it made the combat really lackluster, that was the only 2 types of dudes. I grabbed onto the ledge! Hey, let's go do pachinko. That's a good idea. I feel like I called it the wrong name, but like, no, that's its original name. Pachinko, or Pachinko, however you want to put the emphasis on it. Some Americans may refer to it as Plinko, because of The Price is Right. Oh, you know what? Let's go do the cleaning the Shine Gate. Finally. Whoopee! Too high. Okay, too low. Ow. There we go. I just remembered how I always thought that. Oh, look, a blue coin. That I always thought that the sound of the rocket nozzle firing while you're still swimming sounded like like farting in the bathtub. I shouldn't be laughing. It's not that funny. Would you get up there? Get up there! Sliding on in a first, I guess. Oh, hey, just like Mario Sluggers. Maybe that's what I'll play next. I'll do Sluggers. Story mode. I don't know if I'm really that much in the mood to play baseball, though. To make an entire stream series out of it. That was a blue coin drop sound. You can't fool me. That wasn't the right sound effect. You drop a blue coin. I would know. Oop, oop. Okay. Farting in the bathtub. Stop farting in the bathtub! There we go. Do you think the shine where you're standing on the blender is the reason why in Galaxy and Mario Odyssey they do the thing mid-air? You know, they do the get mid-air. I think it especially makes sense for Galaxy because, you know, it's space themed, it's all about anti-gravity and stuff. So there really isn't, like, it opens up the level design to make it where, when you make it where you don't have to land to collect the shine. So that definitely feels like it's not just, oh, Sunshine did it kind of awkwardly, so let's do it differently so it's not awkward. Oh, look at another blue coin. So which one was Pachinko? Is this one down here? Woohoo! I forgot there were 3 there. Okay, up, yeah, up. All right. Whoa. I think Twy did this one once by going up the slide, or maybe that was Poulter who went up the slide. Someone I like to watch did that. Woohoo! Okay, get in the middle. Okay, ball return. I guess I don't really have much anything interesting to say about Pachinko, or Punchico, besides the fact that I maybe sound funny when I say it, Punchico. You know, it's basically, if you don't know, it's like a Japanese gambling thing that I think was made to kind of circumvent gambling laws, but it's like, no, it's definitely gambling. You pay for balls. Mario's excited about paying for balls, apparently. Oh, no! No! Okay, I'll take that death. Yeah, you would pay for balls, and then you just send them out. Try to land into some cups. I remember way back in the day, Hasbro had this toy line called Z-Boss. And they were a customizable action figure, basically. Kind of like Bionicle, except like a little less advanced. But still no less awesome. I love them. And they had the website where you could basically die. Just like the website. The website's dead. Oh, I found the same spot where Mario glitches out. And in the website, like, so the website was like, you know, you would, I missed a red coin. So you would play and earn parts for your figure, and then you could use your figure to battle. And the way you would earn new parts was by playing, I forget if there were multiple minigames, or specifically just the one. It was basically Pachinko. You know, and you basically just drop the ball and you try to get it in certain places. Or it was also a lot like the minigame in Nintendo Land that let you unlock stuff. And I'm sure they're both very much based on Pachinko. Wow. Oh, okay. Land on the cup, 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 land on the cup. Is Town Lair always glitchy, or is it? It's got to be an emulation thing. 3 times in a row is no coincidence. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I wish they would bring back Z-Boss. And I'm just going to talk about that now, and I'm on that train of thought. Because they were so cool. And, you know, if you ask me, they had a lot of cool designs, too. Like, oh, game over, first game over. After I've basically completed all the worlds, so not too shabby. Oh, there we go, now Mario's fallen. He's not happy about first game over. Oh well. I'm just back to Delfino Plaza. You just gotta go back over here. The rocket nozzle, just go rocket back up the portal. Man, one of my favorites is, and it was probably my favorite as a kid, because it was just the skeleton, and I like skeletons. But as an adult, I'm like, this is a really good skeleton design. because it's not just, it's not just bones. It's not just bones like you would expect a skeleton to be. Like, it's got like almost like samurai armor, like bits of samurai armor, and it's got 2 flags on its back, which, I guess you could say is still part of the samurai look, because samurai do have flags on their backs sometimes. And he had a broadsword and a shotgun. Out, no, out, ooh. But it doesn't stop there. He also has a peg leg and a hook. So he's basically a skeleton pirate samurai. And I'm not even done, because at least most Z-Boss figures came with a joke part. And the skeleton's joke part was a tentacle. So it had a little tentacle arm you could put in instead of an arm or hook. And I'm still not even done describing the various parts that the skeleton has, because one of its heads is like a cyborg skull that's like half skull, and then like the eye is like a cyborg like laser cannon eye, and it actually is a laser cannon. It doesn't fire missiles like a like a G.I. Joe tank or something, but because the point of customizing a Z-Boss is to be able to battle with it. That head actually, sorry, I'm peeking the mic. That head actually is an attack part. It gives you an attack. So it's a skeleton cyborg pirate samurai that can potentially have a tentacle arm. And he fights with a broadsword, a shotgun, and a laser eye. I believe he comes with 2 shotguns too, so he could be dual wielding shotguns. And I think he has another weapon, but I can't quite remember. Yeah, it sounds like the most incohesive design you could possibly come up with. Just throwing words out there like skeleton, pirate, cyborg, samurai. But it actually fits together really nicely. Because, like the armor is red, and some of it is gray. And of course all the bones are one color. The cyborg eye is also red, so it fits in with the armor. No, no, no. Oh, are we getting game over again? Okay, not quite yet. This thing should just start with a 1-up. Hang on, I got a ping on Discord on this. Okay, I can probably check that later, but I'll check it out. Okay, no, that's in a channel that is definitely not someone trying to be like, hey, here's an easy way to do the pachinko machine. If you're tired of having to ramble about Z-Boss. But I'll keep rambling about Z-Boss. Stop sliding, Mario. What are you slipping on? What are you slipping for? And like, I think a lot of the Z-Boss kind of followed like a lot more of a basic description than the skeleton. Which, to me, the skeleton makes its design having so many descriptors to it makes sense, because in the lore, it's like the skeletons are like a race of skeletons that like to loot. So they basically take whatever they can get. So, it makes sense for them to be running a bunch of different themes on their parts. Ouch. No clue where the tentacle arm comes from, though. That's entirely a joke. Also, they have 2 variants of that skeleton, I believe. Oh, there goes Mario again. Okay, I'll give this one more try, but then I'll end after this, because I want to go watch Twy. I'm like 3 hours late to his stream. I know he's not going to be mad or anything, but it's like, I want to go watch. I'm mad. Yeah, they had like 2 variants to the skeleton. One of them was a, I think it was supposed to be like a value pack that merged him with like the fire elemental kit, which that is like one of the coolest things that they've done with it. Is like you hear value pack and you think, oh, it's dollar store garbage, but it actually was like it was like palette swaps of existing figures, but instead of having to buy 2 separate kits, it would just be 1 kit, which was super cool and a super smart way of reusing molds. And so it was, you know, it would be the skeleton, but it would also be the fire guy for this value pack. Look at all the star particles. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if I was stuck or anything. And then the other one was it included new parts, so it wasn't just a palette swap. And it had coincidentally also fire wings. Excuse me. But it was more like burning bat wings than like straight up fire. And he also came with like a jack-o'-lantern head, which I think is pretty cool. I think the jack-o'-lantern head is supposed to be its joke part, but oh no, its joke part was an eyeball, I think. Or maybe that's the fire elemental. I can't remember. What do I look like? A guy who remembers things? I mean, apparently I remember Zevaz. Maybe no one else remembers Zevaz. I'm probably sitting there like, man, I can't believe we remember these action figures that no one else remembers. And it's like, yeah. Yeah. But it's cool that no one else remembers, because then I don't have to fight for people. That's not true. I have fought people for bids on eBay over Zevaz. There was this one lot of like, there were so many figures in there that were like complete. And like several of them are ones I've wanted for a long time and are kind of rare. So having them complete would have been awesome. And like at the last minute, there was this huge bid war, and I could not type fast enough to set it to something that I could win with. So I lost out on that, and I was really bummed, because that was a good lot of parts. And it was, at least in my experience, it's rare to see that stuff. Like a lot of parts that big. And I realize saying a lot of parts might make it sound like I'm saying a lot of parts, and not a lot of parts. You know, like a lot as in like, you know, a set of something that you buy. Which I don't know if that's like exclusively an eBay term or what. But yeah, that's what they call them. Zevaz lot. And it'd be like 3 figures complete. Or 3 figures missing instructions or whatever. I was going to say stickers. No one cares about the stickers. I bought one that was complete and it had the stickers on it from the last owner. I took those off. Because the stickers are just a customization option. They're not. It's not like Lego where it's like the sticker adds to the set. Watch it. Watch it. Yeah, watch it, Pachinko machine. Stop knocking me around. You stupid. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can cheat this. Ow. Okay, never mind. Boom. Not the middle again. Ugh. One of the other value packs I remember them having was, so it was the soldier, who was kind of like, a little bit like a Halo soldier, but not quite a Spartan. But, you know, it was a super soldier. I guess that's the way to put it. You know what? I'm going to wall jump up here. Screw you. So it was the super soldier and the robot. So both of those kits as one kit. It's a palette swapped kit. And it looks pretty cool. They have, like... So, every kit basically has, like, preset builds. Or builds. I don't know why I said builds. No, not again! Ah. Yeah, preset builds. And the preset builds for the robot slash super soldier value pack was pretty cool. I have both of the regular versions of those, and you're able to put that together. You know, if you have the non-value pack versions of them, you can just, you know, follow the like how it looks on the box, just put that together yourself. And I did that, and it's like, yeah, this looks pretty cool. Take advantage of the peg. Ouch! Yeah, Mario's owl there sounded really funny. It didn't even sound like Mario. And of course, they also had, like, multi-character packs that were not just value packs. Like, I think even, like, in Wave 1, they had one that was basically a ninja versus a giant mantis. That was one I never got. Although I do have some parts to the mantis, and I think at least a ninja that's complete enough to, like, be recognizable as the ninja without, like, borrowing any parts from any other figure. That's really the biggest drawback to the whole customizable part system. Like, Lego faces the same issue, where it's like, if you buy them used, you're probably not going to end up getting all the parts. Which really sucks. Which is why it was so awesome that there was that one complete lot with, like basically all of them complete, and including some rare ones. There you go. Ouch. What are some other cool ones to describe? One of the ones I've always wanted, one of the rare ones, is this ice elemental versus this what is the word for someone who's got 4 legs? Quadruped? This quadruped's like robot. I think it was actually a cyborg, or maybe, because I remember its chest. It looks like it has like an arm grafted onto it, but that might just be the style of the robot. Because I know he belongs to the robot faction, so I don't believe it's a cyborg. But actually, I think in the lore that the basic robot trooper, they're called Sledge Trooper. I think they are actually like humans that have upgraded themselves so much that they just became robots. Kind of like that one episode of Futurama where Hermes just kept getting, you know, robot parts. There we go. You know, he just kept getting robot parts until he's basically just a brain and a robot body. Yeah, that's the Sledge Troopers. Boink, 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 boink. We're not home free yet. I'm gonna get into the middle. But not this middle. This middle! Yes! Yeah! 100th shine! No, 101th shine. 101th. Yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling about Z-Boss now. That's gonna be it for tonight. Excuse me. Thanks for watching. Stop burping! See you on Monday. Bye.